back to Water Hose Drinkers. Today is Wednesday, May 8th. It is episode 28. Al, it's good to be back. We haven't been in person the last 2 weeks, so it's good to be back.
We have not, and here we are.
It is. So if you're here for just the Cole Goodwin interview, that's fine. We would rather you tag along with us through this interesting journey. But if you just want to see the interview, skip ahead to Cole Goodwin. It'll be at the end. It's easy to find. So,
can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
Robin's going to make her first appearance.
Okay.
Because she's just standing right here just being a good dog.
Being a good girl. Say hey, Robin.
This is Robin. She's my big black beauty.
There you go. Good
All
girl.
right, that was it.
Yeah, so, dude, Cole's interview went great. A lot of good talk about music, and yeah, dude, I wish you could have joined, but you know, it's all right. You had a little photos to take.
Yes, I did. I will not be telling anyone where to find those photos, but
I'm gonna find them.
I did a little marketing photo shoot type deal.
I'm gonna find them and post them on our Twitter. Just make it our profile pic.
I mean, you can. They all look good.
I think we should find an old composite or something and just put it out there.
I would love to just go steal a composite.
I know which one I'm thinking about of you. It's the one with your slick back hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's the picture I'm
That
talking
would
about.
be the one that I would want to take. Nobody would miss that. It's probably off the wall already. Just in some back room.
What year would that have been? Your junior year?
Yeah, okay, that would have been like 2020. So
It might be like the end of the wall. Probably going to get replaced next year.
Dang.
Because
It's a
I
cold
know
world.
my freshman year one is off the wall, I'm pretty sure.
It's a cold world we live in.
Well, they only have so much space. But my song of the week this week goes out to Cole Goodwin. His new one, When You Get Home. And he actually did release, told us on the podcast, he did make an Instagram post about it today. He's got new music coming out on before Father's Day, and he talked about a little bit about it on the interview. So I'm not going to give away anything, so everybody should go watch it anyways.
Go check out the interview.
Yeah.
We're looking for some new Cole Goodwin music.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
Yeah, so he said he's got a couple songs coming out this summer. So he's got a good one coming out for Father's Day too. So I'm excited about that. What's your song of the week?
I'm going to go with There's the Sun, Zach Top. A little love song. Let's go a little tender-hearted this week.
Dude, I went a little tender-hearted this week too. Back-to-back weeks on the same genre, man.
We got it.
And you know, good Zach Top, a good friend of Cole Goodwin. So, you know, there you go. So, no chicken coop this week. He has been out for the past 3 weeks now. So Coop is on a self-proposed suspension at the moment. And he is probably going to get back at us next week. So hopefully.
More like the goose coop, because he's a goose.
Yeah, he's a goose now.
Mm-hmm. He's been demoted to goose.
But the State of the Union is still alive. Our good friend Cole Woodard.
Hello.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Presidential candidate. What is up?
Oh, man. Well, I feel like a trash can. Woke up to get my day started.
Yeah, so you got to be at work at 3 a.m. at Publix?
Potentially, that's my employer.
Why so early?
It could be somebody else, we don't know.
Yeah, potentially. No, so what happened is, if you have mothers, we care about our mothers.
Yes.
It's Mother's Day on Sunday, if I believe. And we have to set up, and I volunteered for it, but I didn't know what time this was all this happening. I just volunteered to help for the flowers and stuff, because it's a flower emergency.
Oh no.
Another flower emergency.
Oh no.
I fell asleep at 5, and I woke up.
Dude, that is crazy. That is
I mean,
crazy.
I'm taking an Adderall at like midnight and see what happens.
But yeah, Cole. So I got a couple things that I would like to talk about. I don't know if you've seen what Austin Rivers said on the Pat McAfee show, the NFL NBA thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll get into that right away then. So Al, did you see that?
About the NBA and NFL.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Austin Rivers said that there's 30 guys in the NBA that could walk onto the NFL and be good, and NFL couldn't do the same in NBA. My take on it is there's probably about, I don't know off the top of my head, maybe 5 guys max in the NBA if they really trained at the NFL could probably be pretty decent. Same way
I
for the
agree with
NFL to the NBA, but realistically, I don't think any of them are going to be good. They're football players and basketball players for a reason. You know what I mean?
Well, you know the saying is all NBA players or all basketball players are just failed NFL players or football players because they got hit too hard. So I mean, that goes to show you where I stand.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, honestly, because I don't think, if some of these NBA guys just said screw it, I don't think they can take all the hits like these NFL guys do.
Good God, no.
I don't think there's any.
Like NFL players windmill dunk.
I don't think there's any professional athlete that can go and play another sport at a professional level and be really good at the top of each sport. That's been an absolute rarity throughout history. We've seen it like 2 to 3 times.
Yeah, I mean,
Bo Jackson.
Deion was good at baseball, but he wasn't at the top of the sport. Maybe in like stolen bases, but like it wasn't like Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson. If Bo Jackson never got hurt, he would have been a Hall of Famer in 2 sports.
That's an anomaly, not the standard. And so, all right, in my opinion, the hardest thing to do in all of sports is hit in baseball.
Oh yeah.
But baseball player would never translate to soccer. A soccer player could never play in the NHL. An NHL player could never play in the NBA. I think it's all apples and oranges.
I don't know about you guys, but I watched this guy with a mustache like a couple years ago, like glide on ice and curl his way to a gold medal. That might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So we're sitting here and just gonna discredit the Olympic Games.
I was going big sports there. I did not factor in Olympic sports. Because, I mean, if we're doing that, dog, I'd throw in, like, hurdles. Or, pole vaulting.
Yeah, no.
I think pole vaulting is easier than you guys think.
At that high a level,
but to master it.
Okay, so I'm not looking at it at the high school level, because that's where a lot of you guys start.
Okay, yeah. If you train me right now to pole vault, I could probably beat some high schoolers, but I wouldn't say I'm gonna go place in state.
How long do I have to train?
I don't like your attitude, and you're discrediting your abilities and talent.
Well, that's not my kind. For me, if you gave me a while to train for a mile run, I think I could be pretty decent at that. I once was, but I don't think pole vaulting is necessarily my talent there.
Again, I don't like your attitude and abilities, and I think you can do anything you say your mind to. If I go to work at 3 a.m., you can pole vault.
Okay, well, the real question is how long do you have to train? That kind of changes the game too, because if you're telling me I have a solid 1.5 2 years to train, hell yeah, I feel like I could be pretty good.
You can get pole vaulting down like 3 weeks.
I think you're underestimating.
At a decent high school level, yes.
Hey, you're like 7 or 8 foot. That's like the average, I'm pretty sure.
A decent high school level, maybe, but I feel like you're kind of, like Alex said, you're underestimating how hard pole vaulting actually is.
We think it's something else.
I was potentially asked in high school to pole vault, and I said, no, I'm going to swim.
You were a swimmer? That's funny.
Dude, like diving, that seems like it would be really challenging to master.
Yeah?
Nope. Diving, nope.
Dude.
My buddy had never dived in his life. And he went out there our senior year and he scored points.
But dude, you're talking about. I'm talking about like doing like the triple backflips and stuff, and then
we're
going
talking
into
about
the
at the
dive.
highest level.
Okay, highest level.
If you're talking about just like a simple dive into the pool, yeah, I mean, come
He
on.
did a couple flips.
Okay, but like,
And he was also Brazilian, so I don't know if that factored in.
Let me put it like this. If you put me in the MLB and you gave me enough at-bats with enough fastballs down the middle, I could poke one out into the outfield.
yes,
I could never
Yeah,
win a gold medal in diving.
no.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I 100% agree with you. I mean, if you give me 100 fastballs from Spencer Strider,
If he's pumping that gas, give me like 250 fastballs.
Current Spencer Strider with the injury.
okay,
Okay, I'm hitting monster dogs.
yeah, but like, I mean, I'm confident if you give me 100 at bats, I'm going to put the bat on the ball at least twice.
Oh yeah, no, we all are.
It's probably going to be a foul ball.
It's probably going to be a foul ball.
No, it's gonna be ground out. But I like where your head's at.
Listen, this is going to come across as biased. Cole, I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I was a soccer player in high school. I'm proud to say it. It was a fun sport. I had a good time.
I played 1 year and I loved it.
Some of the most athletic people, some of the best football players, basketball players that I've ever seen that came out and tried to play soccer were trash when they started.
Let me put it to you this way, dude.
The skill sets do
My
not
best
translate.
friend was 5A soccer player of the year my senior year for our district. So I have the utmost respect for soccer. I went out in the spring and I played in our spring game at safety. At the sport.
Dude, I tell you one thing that does crack me up is watching non-baseball professional athletes, when they throw out the first pitches, watching them throw the ball
Oh my gosh.
is hilarious, dude.
I mean, that's not even baseball. That's just being able to throw an object.
yeah, but
like
it's
the-
like, I saw a video of CJ Stroud throwing the baseball, dude. It was
Hey,
hideous.
whoa.
It was hideous.
Like, how do you not just spend your childhood
We're not gonna
just
talk about that.
throwing shit?
Oh, he's a phenomenal quarterback, but he can't throw a baseball. Like, it doesn't matter if he can throw a baseball or not.
How do you know he was eating pregame popcorn? Okay?
His fingers could have been slick.
Okay, that's true. That's true. You know, he should have got some of the sticky stuff. You know, there's my argument to that. But, you know, it's kind of funny watching him throw a baseball because it's like, to me, like, throwing a baseball is not that challenging. But then I'm like, oh,
I played baseball
also,
for 5 years.
yeah, exactly. Like, I played baseball growing up for a long time. You know what I mean? But
And listen, we
It's
all
common.
remember the same sport now at this point in our life. We just golf.
golf, 100%.
I can barely even do that. More of an ultimate frisbee
Where
guy.
your head's at.
I mean, I enjoy golf. I'm just bad at it.
What's bad?
Triple digits.
Dude, I shot a 1 and 3 on 4 hours of sleep on Sunday, okay?
I'm not trying to brag, but I did. It's an all right score, but I did shoot an 88 the other day.
Hey, dude,
Listen,
sub
it's
90
not
for
perfect.
the common golfer is good.
Water Hose Drinkers Invitational that we're gonna have.
Dude, I've actually been thinking about that. We definitely should host a golf tournament next summer.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Host it at Houston Lake.
I want to play a round of golf where you have that little card game that you play, and like you'll draw a card and it says like you have to play the whole
Yeah,
hole
with your pants down or something like that.
I was gonna say
There
with
you
your
go.
driver, but
We don't know what can come from my brain.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I'm thinking of like, we're workshopping here because I'm really thinking after the football season when it gets warm. So, you know, we're probably realistically a year out, give or take. 2-minute scramble. Sorry, Alec, I'm not going to be on your team
that's understandable.
because I'm going to win this MFR.
Well, that's fine because I'm gonna bring a effing cold-blooded shooter to the table. So
That's fine because Wilson will play.
no, you cannot get Wilson.
This guy is a professional golfer, Cole.
No,
That's
you
not fair.
no, you cannot have Wilson. No.
I was thinking strictly Tom Hanks' best friend in Castaway. So why the hell's a great volleyball?
It's fine. It's fine. Me and Muse will play, and me and Muse will win.
I'm gonna bring a just absolute killer.
Fine. I'll call Dylan Reyna. How about that?
I'll call Davis.
I take my odds.
Chinese right now to me.
Well, it's our buddies who are just like insane at golf. Like this guy Dylan could have easily played college, man. Like on any given day, he can shoot subpar.
All my buddies that are good at golf, like are getting married and stuff, they're gonna come to Georgia and stuff. So you get me, myself, and I just need to make sure I get 5 hours of sleep instead of 4.
Dude, I think 6 is the sweet spot.
I would
There's my hot take for the day. I think 6 hours of sleep is the sweet spot.
I usually get like 6-7 hours of sleep on average, I'd say.
I'm thinking about
8 hours, a bit too
What
much.
is your last round of golf?
It depends. 8, 9 hours. It depends what I have to do the next day. Like I'm really thinking like if I worked all day and I gotta work tomorrow, I'll probably get like 6-7 hours of sleep.
But dude, when you're not quite fully rested, but you've definitely got enough rest, and you get a little bit of that just delirium.
I don't know.
You know, just being a silly goose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was a silly goose.
that's in the freaking.
I'll tell you what.
I say 6 hours is good enough for me. Sorry, Cole.
Oh, hey, you're good. Don't apologize to me. Honestly, I'm still kind of delirious because I just woke up. So there's weird stuff in
It's
there.
in the sweet spot.
Yeah. Oh, but to change topics here, Cole. I know you and Alec both saw because I sent it to y'all. Not a shout out, but screw you, sidelines, Georgia State.
What a loser.
Dude,
Josh absolutely went to bat on Twitter.
I mean, he was like, "Oh, you're just trolling." It's like, yeah, like that's exactly what I'm doing because I don't like you. You know what I mean?
And he's falling for it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like he did exactly what I wanted him to do. Because
That's definitely like 5'8".
oh, easily. He called us Southern frat boys too, which I
is
thought was funny.
scarily accurate.
Yeah, because it kind of is.
Dude, you got you.
Yeah, he hit the nail on the head there.
I couldn't even deny it at all.
He didn't respond to me.
No, he didn't even respond to Mr. Chris either. Mr. Chris had the best one. He said, "What a douchebag." Dude, I gotta get the actual thing because Cole, you liked it too. Al, you've met this guy at a Georgia Southern game before, and you'll meet this guy who we're talking about, Chris Templeton. He's an absolute shout out, Mr. Chris. I know he watches our podcast sometimes, so shout out him. He's awesome,
Mr. Chris.
So you would love this guy. He's got the on-field suite like 2 down from us, so he chills with us. He comes to the tailgate and everything. So he commented back and he said, I think the guy, the sidelines Georgia Southern guy, I'm looking at it right now, dude. He deleted some of his posts.
Boo.
So oh yeah, so this guy, so mega beef with him still because he deleted some of his posts that we commented to him. So Mr. Chris said, "What a douchebag. I think you need to start drinking from the hose."
I
He
concur.
definitely saw the last pod.
Yeah, dude. And I said the only way to achieve maximum hydration.
That's exactly what's in this cup.
Dude, so it's just like this guy's like, yeah, you're trolling. It's like, dude, no shit. But my beef with the Georgia State fans, obviously, we beef with them because of the rivalry. But Cole, this thing actually kind of goes back with them on Twitter from the start of last football season. I tried to get a random Georgia State fan who was talking shit, and we were trolling again, to be fair. I wanted to try to get him to debate me on the podcast about who the real GSU was, and Alec could play the devil's advocate and moderate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said that to the sidelines Georgia Southern guy too, and he was awfully scared. And I'm surprised he didn't block me like the other guy did.
Dude, Panther pride is about as deep and like wide as a kiddie pool. They got 0.
Dude, it's like every time Georgia Southern's played there, Georgia Southern, like, their ticket sales go way up because of Georgia Southern fans, dude. They get no home
Florida State
fans at
Brandon.
all.
It's the perfect example.
I mean, it's ridiculous, dude.
I know. It's being the big brothers of the state has a heavy burden and a toll, and they just don't have any pride or anything within them. It's sad.
I mean, to be fair, they do have a winning record against us in the history.
Hey, listen.
But
The only thing that matters is the last 10 years, brother. I wasn't alive in the 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s.
But they
Or
have
anything before 97.
they have also, I think, won one bowl game in their school history.
Have they ever beaten a D1 team without completing a pass?
No.
Okay, then that's just takes
They
that
beat Tennessee one time, didn't they?
Yeah, but did they do it
But they
without
threw
completing a
something
pass?
football.
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Yeah.
See, the real GSU doesn't even need to throw football.
Well, now we do. Actually, I take that back. We would be fine running the ball. Our running back room is deep. We did pick up a kicker today, Cole. I don't know if you saw
I
that.
saw that, dude. Kicking's the backbone of every program.
Kicker from Georgia Tech. His name, I believe, is holy shit. I should know
Georgia
this.
Tech's such a smelly school.
His name is why am I drawing a blank on this, guys? Did it not post? I thought it posted.
Drawing a blank.
No, because
Georgia State.
Yeah, no kidding. Gavin Stewart, sorry, from Georgia Tech.
He just sounds like a kicker.
He's got 1 year of eligibility left, and he went to Benedictine Christian out of Savannah, so he is coming back to the 912.
How about that?
I'm not, if we're going to talk commitments as far as schools, Florida State went and got Cam Riley.
Yeah, that's all right.
6'5" linebacker.
Yeah, y'all got that kid coming back from Colorado.
Yeah, the Duke.
Yeah.
The Duke Clipper.
Grass isn't always greener in the transfer portal.
No, they are not. And I'm very happy he's coming back.
Is that the consistency for Florida State fans on that?
What, the transfer portal?
No, just like you're happy that he's coming back, since he started the career at Florida State, left to go to Colorado,
So he
and
was
now
a
he's back.
preferred walk-on, I'm pretty sure. And when he left, I was like happy for him. It's like, you never know. And it sucked when he left. But with our junior being so loaded, I was like, I get it. Yeah, him coming back, I'm happy about.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
there's big guys.
he's going to go to a program that actually has a legitimate shot of making the college football playoff.
Did you guys, I don't know if this was a troll on Twitter, but someone was like, they quoted him and he said, I want to be a football player, I don't want to be a character on Blue Mountain State.
Hey, Shador Sanders put out a rap, man.
Yes, he did.
I know,
Perfect
my
timing.
cousin stood for the first time to walk over and turn it off.
Did you know that there's 4 FBS D1 teams that have not taken a single transfer this cycle? Can you name them?
I know one of them's Clemson.
One of them would be Clemson. Okay. The other 3 are the service academies.
I'm not laughing at them where that serve our country, but
We're laughing at Clemson.
I mean, that's
We're laughing at
funny.
Clemson. That's what we're laughing
Which, I mean,
at.
I don't even think that the service academies would be able to take a transfer.
Or NILs.
But, I mean, could you, like, if your football career got that bad and, like, it just got dire, it's like, well, shit, I'm going to go join the Army. And also play football.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've always been like, oh, Army name, Army name.
Definitely transfer.
Dude, Air Force is the best one to go to.
Yeah, Air Force is good right now, man.
Air Force, I feel like gets a bad rap. And I think
Sure.
the way modern combat is, it would be coolest to be in the Air Force now. Now, if this was like 20 years ago, obviously, Air Force is not as cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit here and not talk about the greatest military institution in the country now.
Space
The
Force?
Citadel.
Space Force. Space
Dude, I'm
Force.
not laughing. This is so funny. It's just like a random.
It's
military
objectively
school in
hilarious.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's Florida State used to play him.
Georgia Southern used to play him. We actually played him last year. But Georgia Southern and the Citadel used to be big rivals back in the day.
I believe they're still running that wing tee.
Great colors.
Somewhat, yeah.
They were last time I saw them come to Mercer 2 years ago. They were still running that wing tee.
We gotta make it to a Mercer game this year, dude.
They run the wing tee at Mercer?
No. Citadel.
Oh, I respect anyone that runs the wing tee.
Mercer runs a pro-style offense, I believe.
Yeah.
I saw a video. They ran like an orbit option. Like everyone was pulling. It was the sexiest thing I've ever seen.
I love good play calling. That shit gets me bricked up.
There's a couple accounts that I follow on like Instagram and stuff that just like show like solid plays and like how they're like written up and stuff, and like it's awesome.
So fascinating.
It's sexy to watch, honestly.
It's one of those Florida State football because Mike Gravel is a maestro of the offense.
Yeah, you know what was it, like 65-7, 63-7?
You're thinking of the score in the national championship.
Yeah.
Georgia won their second national championship.
Oh yeah.
in
What
a
was
row.
the one against Florida State?
That was 63-3.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. They didn't score that much. Yeah, offensive mastermind apparently.
Maestro, I believe.
Oh, Maestro. My bad.
I have something in the garage that I can't say, but it holds 6 other things, and I will use it.
Mine only holds 3. Did you take your thing out to allow more things in?
Well, you know what? Mine actually holds 13.
Well, I did a trial by combat.
I'll do trial by combat.
I choose your champion.
I choose myself.
I choose Conor McGregor.
Dang it.
You're so screwed.
I choose Francis Ngannou.
You can't. You've already chosen.
Well, dude, okay. How big do you think you have to be? Because Conor McGregor's what, like 135, 140?
I think the next upcoming fight they're fighting at 155. Him and Chandler fighting at 55.
I remember when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he was like 140.
Yeah.
So how big do you think the guy has to be to have no fighting experience and beat Conor McGregor? No ref. This is a straight up street fight.
0 chance.
It just doesn't matter.
0 chance.
Cause dude,
It's negative.
Yeah.
Negative. Conor out of shape, retired out of shape, would destroy somebody with no fighting.
So you're telling me like 5'9", 140 Conor McGregor runs into 6'5", 260 corn-fed Bubba in a dark alley?
Yes.
I'm taking Bubba, dude.
Not a chance in hell.
You're losing that.
Not a chance in hell.
You're talking about you got more than 100 pounds on him. All he's got to do is get his hands on him.
He won't.
No, I mean, there is one chance that the guy has to win this if he somehow gets McGregor on his back and gets on top of McGregor.
Hold up.
And
I'd pay to see that.
but like
I bet you would.
at the same time, like McGregor's not going to let that happen.
Yeah, no. That's guys. It's not happening.
I got
think it would be a lot closer than you're making it out to be.
I'll give him a 1% chance.
Oh, 1%. I'm thinking like a 40% chance.
No,
You're crazy.
crazy.
You're talking about 100 pounds of just
You're crazy.
100 pounds of just
You're crazy
country
because
strong.
what you got to think about, if McGregor's 140, that's fighting shape for him.
No, it's not.
That's a little low.
No, he's fighting at 155.
I understand, but he's saying at 140.
Much does he want?
McGregor before he
versus-
started cutting weights probably at 190, 200.
McGregor versus Vince Wilfork.
What
Who
are
you
y'all's
taking?
current weights?
McGregor easy, no questions asked.
Versus Vince Wilfork.
Yes,
Guys,
McGregor,
guys.
100%.
Versus Trent Williams.
I'd be fighting John
Conor
Jones.
McGregor.
Versus Trent Williams.
Conor McGregor.
That's big and athletic.
Conor,
That's fine,
any
but like,
professional fighter,
dude, this guy's a world-class
professional fighter.
MMA champion at 2 different weight classes.
I have a perfect example of this. Go watch UFC 1.
Is there going to be more to that?
So there was,
Yeah.
there was no weight classes.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was like a little dude fighting this world class sumo wrestler.
Okay.
Got bodied. Sumo wrestler got bodied.
If you wanna have a good one, there's videos out there of Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is like 120 pounds, fights in these big jiu-jitsu tournaments of guys that are 200 plus pounds, and he destroys them.
I'm talking about Trent Williams has got to be what, like 6'7", 320, 330?
Yes, I'm still taking Conor McGregor.
I have a better
He can just
shot.
pick him up.
I have a better shot.
Yeah, but if he picks him up, McGregor's going to put him in a chokehold.
Listen, I
But
think I have
Trent
a better
Williams is
shot
infinitely stronger than him.
at tackling the running back that he's pulling for than Conor McGregor losing to him in a fight.
Dude, I'm putting the house on Trent Williams versus Conor McGregor.
He's got easily a higher percent chance of missing a block than he does even remotely close to beating Conor McGregor in a street fight.
Boys,
So
all
I'm
right.
writing this now. Put the house on it, but you would do a better job at giving me your house.
Trent Williams is more likely to have a flag thrown on him than beating Conor McGregor in a street fight.
This is getting me so excited for Conor McGregor's return.
I think
And I'm taking
y'all are-
Michael Chandler.
Dude, I understand fighting skill, fighting experience. I understand all of that. But it gets to a certain point where the opponent is that much bigger. Conor McGregor doesn't have a slingshot. This isn't a David versus Goliath situation. He's got no ranged weapons. He's got to get in there.
I'd give Trent
Imagine
Williams
if-
maybe a 10%.
Imagine if David and Goliath started fucking grappling. Sorry for cussing.
Mentality.
Sorry for
And
cussing.
probably cocaine.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's no chance.
Like if Conor McGregor put him in a headlock or an armbar or whatever, Trent Williams would simply snap one of his appendages.
What?
Like, I bet you Trent Williams could take my arm like this and just break it like a crayon.
So could Conor McGregor. He could snap his leg in half, snap his femur in half, snap his arm in
I
half.
don't think he could. That's a lot of beef.
Dude, if you put him in an arm bar, he would easily break his arm if he didn't tap.
I think
Dude,
that Trent Williams could literally pick up Conor McGregor with one arm.
He's not breaking that arm bar.
He doesn't have to break the arm bar. He can pick Conor McGregor up off of the ground and slam him back down.
If
He won't get his hands on it.
No way, dude.
No shot. Won't get his hands on
Y'all
it.
are crazy. The glazing is crazy.
No, dude, we're not crazy. Like, dude,
This has
like,
been spoken in manner in my brain.
dude.
I feel like you guys have been speaking Papua New Guinea, cannibalistic island, tribesman
What?
talk.
What about John Jones? That's the baddest dude
Yeah.
ever in the UFC.
Also,
There's
big.
only 2 people in the UFC that do the one and only.
So if you put him up against Trent Williams, that's still 100-pound weight difference.
But it's also John Bones Jones.
But it's also Conor freaking McGregor we're talking about here, dude.
All right, how big is
John
John
Jones has 2
Jones?
brothers in the NFL.
He's fighting at probably 220.
Oh,
Chris Jones
well, heck yeah.
and John Jones.
The difference between 220 and 150 is crazy.
155 is what he's fighting at the next
Oh,
fight.
155.
But also, I'm still taking the out of shape McGregor.
Y'all
I'll
are
still
wild
take
for this.
that.
Y'all are wild for this. What is Conor hitting like on bench?
Why? That doesn't matter.
What does that have to do with it?
Strength factors in.
What does that have to do with it?
A bench press doesn't matter.
Strength factors in, and that's just a good,
No, it doesn't matter.
indicator.
It doesn't matter.
Fighting strength and raw strength are 2 different things too. But yes, raw strength, he does. Trent Williams obviously would have the massive upper hand in that. Of course, I'd be a freaking idiot if I'd say otherwise.
He has jiu-jitsu. He has pure fighting training.
He has wrestling. He has
Sometimes
actual fighting experience.
Just absolute pure strength can overcome fighting experience.
Here's the thing: if you're talking about in a boxing match, okay, now we might have an actual conversation. Still, probably would take McGregor, but we're talking about Conor McGregor here, dude.
You're talking
In a
about
street
still
fight.
taking Conor McGregor in
Dude,
boxing?
I think it'd be an actual more difficult
He would
conversation.
not even be able to reach Trent Williams. Trent Williams would be literally almost a foot taller than him.
I'd say it'd be a legit conversation.
I have a great idea.
Y'all are insane.
Let's go
We should
to
just
a local middle school. We'll get the biggest kid, and then we'll get the littlest kid that has fighting experience, and we'll make them fight.
There you go.
Okay.
That's how we settled this.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
we get like a 8th grader versus 6th grader, but who does like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or karate.
But also the difference that we're talking about is like a senior in high school and a 4th grader.
No,
No.
you're a short dick.
No, dude.
Come on,
There's freshmen in the high school that are like 100 pounds less than seniors in high school.
That is true.
I'm
On average, probably not.
jumped out of bed.
You were talking about the grownest of all grown men versus the average American 8th grader.
How many 4th graders do you think you can take in a fight?
A lot.
Okay, that's a good question. We already know how we're gonna settle this though. Cole's already decided.
Do I have a weapon against these 4th graders?
Oh, okay.
Dude, you get everything you use in the schoolyard, your local elementary school, anything within the school boundaries. And
I
they come in zombie ways.
at least 40 of them. Probably close, probably more.
I'd say over under 45.
I'm taking over. I'm going over.
Yeah, I am too.
I already have my number. I'm waiting for y'all to give me a number.
Okay, can I guess?
I'm going to say 62 is probably where I cap out.
Life on the line.
Oh, life on the line? I'm going triple digits.
Yeah, guess
I
what?
think I could do 100 if life was on
They're
the line.
trying to kill you, and they come in zombie waves.
What do they have?
Just
It's
nothing.
the 8th graders. Or 4th graders.
Dude, if we're on a playground too, like if I can just,
Think of
go,
your elementary school.
if I can go king of the hill on top of the slide, yeah, but just until I wear out. And if my life is on the line, the adrenaline's pumping, triple digits.
That's death sentence for you.
What are they gonna do? They're just gonna line up and I'm just gonna kick them in the forehead.
There's multiple ways to come up a slide in like a jungle gym. I'll tell you what. I can take on 800 to 1,000. I'll tell you what. I'm finding the janitor's closet and there's going to be chemical warfare. There's these things out here. They're called the Geneva Suggestions. There's something about war. I'm going to use all of them.
Oh?
So what if you had a samurai sword?
Oh my god.
I think I could hit about 5K.
Well, dude, you gotta think about fatigue setting in.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop. We're talking about killing kids. We do not condone this. This is a family guy stand.
Yeah, we're not killing, we're neutralizing.
This is a family guy.
We're neutralizing zombies in a hypothetical situation.
But I'm also picturing just like your run-of-the-mill 4th grader that's pretty amped up on Mountain Dew, not a full-on undead army.
No, they're not. They're not dead. They weren't dead to begin with. I'm just giving you an example of the waves that they take it.
Okay, let's change the conversation here.
Just to cap all that off, dude, if you get like more than 500, you're gonna get tired of swinging. There's no way.
That's true.
That's where the chemicals come in.
Goodness gracious.
What are you talking about, like throwing acid on them or something?
Dude, but he's gonna be over there cooking up mustard gas in between games.
Go start like a grease fire or something.
Yeah. Dude, you ever seen a throwing knife on fire?
Yeah. Have you seen those like throwing knife like fails?
I've been
And
stabbed
people actually get hit with
by
it.
a thing of bamboo.
Oh, do you know what that's crazy, but do you know what random thought I just remembered? So we're at this like I think like a spring fling at the school or something that they had for like little kids, and they had like blow up slides, like darts for the balloons, all that stuff. So
You just started swinging.
no, so I'm throwing the darts, right? And one kid decided it was a great idea to walk behind the dartboard. And I missed, and I stuck him right in the arm.
Wow.
I have a story to follow that.
Okay. Yeah, but okay.
Okay, usually you guys say go. So I was at a party. I'm not gonna tell you the age I was at. But It was
Underage.
like 2 or 3 or 4 of them in the morning, and there was a bunch of party things going on. And I was visiting from Tallahassee, and we were at this house, and I was like, I'll be the guy that puts his hand up on the dartboard for the metal guards. This is throw. We went 2 for 3. I may have known I had a metal dart in my knuckle. And I still got it.
That's funny. We used to like have a problem in high school, and we'd go to like people's houses. Somebody started this. Like we all went over to like one of our buddies' house, and like we get to school that Monday, and some guy, we're at the lunch table, and he said, "Hey, so and so, are you missing this?" It was like a family photo. So like we had like a bad problem of like stealing like family photos and like stuff from like this was high school, dude. So like we went to this one party.
We stole a family portrait.
We went to this one party, and we stole like the 6 and the 9 like pool balls, like because we thought it was funny. But this one guy took like an actual like black and white photo of like their grandpa or something. I'm like, dude, like we do not need to take this. Like we've got to put it back. So the guy was.
At least he didn't take the urn, I guess.
The guy put it back. We convinced him to put it back, but the girl's house we were at caught him putting it back. She was like, "Where are you taking the photo?"
No, I was readjusting it. Yeah.
Dude, so yeah, we would like, if you go over your buddy's house, it was guaranteed that like a family photo, like, and like the thing is, like the person's house we were at, like our friend like wouldn't be in the photo. It'd be like of like his sister and his mom or something like that. It'd be something like weird.
Dude, the best thing is to go ahead.
I saw us at Windy Gap and went, yeah, we can't put these two together in college.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is to actually leave a photo of yourself framed in somebody's house. We did that with. We did that. We put a picture of Matthew McCourty in Everett's Jackson's family's house.
That's funny.
And it was like there with a bunch of different pictures. His parents are just gonna walk by one day and be like, "Wait,
we're dangerous people to society."
Dude,
who is this kid?"
You should like. It'd be funny if if you give your buddy like a birthday present or a Christmas present and be like, give them like a framed photo and be like, "Oh, this should go on your nightstand." Like, you know what I mean? That's what I got it for. Just like place a picture of yourself on like their dresser in their bedroom or something like that. Be funny.
I think that would be a very good prank. And then you're just gotta be real serious about it. And so they're like, "Oh, he's serious. Like I can't just throw this away."
And it should be like a weird headshot too. Like you shouldn't just be like a normal smile. Yeah, Alex do it.
Like the Coles or Sears.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of, dude. Or I'm thinking of like our Al, if we did like a Step Brothers little headshot or something like that, that'd be funny.
Oh god,
Right
not a picture of your grandma, dude.
Well, I mean, not this one in particular, but it's like this vibe.
Yeah. That's like, dude, don't give away the pictures of your grandma.
I would literally never give that away. I would battle off a million fourth graders if they came for that picture. That's on Cass.
Preface again to the ladies and gentlemen, that was a Family Guy skit that I remember.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Oh my god, where were we?
I don't know,
no
Cole,
clue.
but I know you got work in the morning, dude. It is 8:35 here in Georgia, so I appreciate you. I appreciate
You
you.
know, to go to the bar. My day just started, so I don't really know what else to do.
Okay.
That's my first instinct when I start my day as well.
You know what I'm gonna do? It's pitch black here in Lakeland, Florida, and I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna turn on the spigot, and then I'm gonna let the water run through the hose, and I'm gonna shoot it all in my mouth, and then I'm gonna let y'all know this: State of the Union, one thing only. We're at Darlington this week,
Okay.
and I have 2 potential winners.
Okay.
Drumroll, please. falls asleep a couple weeks and then he wins. Or the guy that is the most due in all of NASCAR right now. Last week at Kansas, he lost by 0.001 feet, seconds, or whatever. Mr. Chris Buescher is due. The closest finish in all of NASCAR happened last week, so he's due. He's got to be due.
He's
And
due.
I'll have more bets. And I'll have more unhinged Cole, Ronnie D. Jr. stuff to let you guys know. But keep drinking that water, Coach. I'll
Hey,
see you
and
guys soon.
watch that interview that I did with Cole Goodwin too. It's like 30 minutes.
Of course.
It's like 30
What are we
minutes.
doing?
I'll know if you don't.
Don't. Yeah, then you will. I watch everything. Okay?
He's a
I watch
trooper.
everything. And I'll tell you
We
nothing.
added him to the
I make sure my
Twitter bio.
manager doesn't watch a single thing because I would have gotten in a lot of trouble if I had been at work last week. But it doesn't matter. Only that matters is the real GSU is in Statesboro and Georgia State sucks and Panther Pride is about as dirty as my butt after a Boston Marathon. I love you guys.
I love you.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Wow. Another special State of the Union.
Dude, that was amazing. That was a long phone call, actually.
I want to do the quiz now
That was a 42-minute phone call. Okay, quiz now. Let's do it.
because I've just been sitting here looking at it and I'm excited. All right, you are naming. Can you name the nicknames for these college football rivalry games?
Ooh, okay.
And it is time. You got 6 minutes. There's 20 of them.
So are you gonna give me, can I just like fire off like random names?
Well, there's 20 specific ones that you have to
Okay.
name. And so I'm just going to start with the first one, and you can either say it or just say don't know, and I'll go to the next one.
Okay.
All right. Washington versus Washington State.
Pass.
Ohio State versus Michigan.
Oh my gosh. Pass.
Alabama versus Auburn.
Iron Ball.
Iron Bowl.
Why don't I know Ohio State, Michigan?
Oklahoma versus Texas.
Red River rivalry. Red River shootout.
Florida, Georgia. Cocktail party.
Yeah,
I think you know that one.
yeah, come on. That should already be implied.
It's gonna make me type in the full thing. Oh, it didn't take cocktail party. Or is it just cocktail party on here?
World's largest outdoor cocktail party.
I typed all that in, so it's not accepting that.
Okay.
Colorado State.
Dude, I don't know.
Georgia Tech. You know
It's,
this.
like,
one.
it's the Governor's Cup.
See, I wonder if they. Georgia Tech's clean old fashioned hate. Pittsburgh, West Virginia.
It's clean old fashioned hate, but Georgia Southern App State is good old fashioned hate.
Interesting. Pittsburgh, West Virginia.
Dude, I don't know.
USC, UCLA.
I don't know.
Texas A&M.
Dude, I don't know.
Memphis, Southern Miss.
No idea.
BYU, Utah.
No idea.
Baylor, A&M.
No idea.
I don't know a lot of these either. Arizona State.
No idea.
Oklahoma State.
Is
You
that
know
a
that
Red River shootout? Red River rivalry.
Red River rivalry. Say that.
Oklahoma State. I don't know. Dude,
I'm gonna come back and help you with some of these after we finish. Kansas, Missouri.
pass.
West Virginia, Marshall.
Pass.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State. You
That's
know that.
Egg Bowl.
Yeah. TCU, SMU.
Fort Worth Classic. I don't know.
Is that actually
No, I just made that up.
LSU, Ole Miss?
I don't know.
All right. Washington State is the Apple Cup. I know that.
I shit the bed.
Ohio
Sorry
State-
for cussing.
Sorry for cousin. Ohio State, Michigan. I think it's just called the game, right? Yeah. Florida, Georgia. I typed in cocktail party and world's largest outdoor cocktail party, and it didn't take either of those. Pitt, West Virginia is the backyard brawl.
I'm bad at this, dude.
USC, UCLA. I don't know that one. Oklahoma Oklahoma State, that's Bedlam. West Virginia, Marshall, that's got something to
do with infrareds.
Cole, Friends of Cole Bowl, yeah. TCU, SMU, I don't know. We have 9 out of 20. We got 2.5 minutes left, but I don't think I'm coming up with.
Expire the timer. I'm curious.
Oh, I didn't do apostrophe S on the world's largest outdoor cocktail party.
Okay, so we got 10 out of 20.
Yes, we got 10 out of 20.
I got like 3.
Colorado State's the Rocky Mountain Showdown.
It's a good name.
USC, UCLA's battle for the Victory Bell.
It's dumb.
Texas and Texas A&M is the Lone Star Showdown.
Yeah.
Memphis Southern Miss is the Black and Blue Bowl.
Yeah.
BYU Utah is called the Holy War. That's tight.
a good one.
Baylor Texas A&M is Battle of the Brazos. Something in Texas. Arizona versus Arizona State is the Territorial Cup. That's kind of a mid one. Kansas Missouri is the Border War. That's a pretty good one. Oh, TCU SMU, I knew this. It was Battle for the Iron Skillet.
That's a good name.
And LSU Ole Miss is the Magnolia Bowl. Out of all these, who has the best name? Rocky Mountain Showdown is good. Lone Star Showdown is good. The Holy War is S tier.
Yeah.
Red River Rivalry, that one's really good. Battle for the Iron Skillet is sneaky good. The average score is 27%, and we got 50%. So
I got like
that makes you feel any
10%.
better.
No, because I got like 3.
That makes you feel any better.
No, it really doesn't. Because you got more than I did. Yeah, so little update in sports world. Paul Skeens got called up. Anthony Edwards is going absolutely nuts. Absurd. And easily my favorite NBA player right now, and I haven't watched an NBA game all season.
He is absolutely shouldering the load for Georgia players in the NBA.
So we have picked as a podcast that we are rooting for the Timberwolves to win the championship this year.
Yes. Our Atlanta Hawks were nowhere close to.
Well, they're fine with being mediocre, so it's okay.
Yeah, they just like being average. And so for the time being, I am hopping on the Timberwolves train.
Yeah.
We're all over Anthony Edwards.
Little update in the baseball world. Braves are still rolling. Bullpen needs to step it up, especially starters, but long season ahead of us. UGA has got South Carolina in the first round of the SEC tournament. Dogs are number 15 in the nation, and Charlie Condon finished up with 33 bombs, NCAA leader in regular season home runs this year.
I thought South Carolina was still part of the regular season. Because I thought we had South Carolina in Florida.
Is it regular season? Because I know the Sun Belt's already in the conference tournament.
I'm pretty sure. SEC.
That's probably true.
Baseball Tournament 2024. Download a PDF. Yeah, it hasn't been seeded. It starts May 21st through the 26th because we still have South Carolina, and then I think we have a quick series with
That's
Florida.
so dumb. Why is the Sun Belt Conference tournament before the SEC?
I don't know.
But yeah, so dogs are still rolling right now. Regular season's still going on. Georgia Southern is about to enter the conference tournament. Let me double check here.
I don't think Georgia would get a.
I thought conference tournament would start, man.
Because so the top 4 seeds in the SEC tournament get buys.
Yeah, Georgia Southern still in the regular season. So sorry, I misspoke here. But Southern is right now. If it ended today, they would be number 7 in the conference. They would be playing Marshall. If it ended today, they got Jacksonville. Louisiana comes to town, and App State comes to town. So, yeah.
This bracket only has 12 seeds on it, but it says the 2024 SEC tournament.
Gotcha. So Georgia Southern currently is on a 7-game win streak actually, which is pretty big for the Eagles. Bats are getting hot late in the year, but former Georgia Southern pitcher, currently in Double A and for the Mississippi Braves and the Braves organization, Hayden Harris. He's a relief pitcher for the Mississippi Braves. Most recent outing, he had 3 Ks, 2 innings pitched, no runs, and I think gave up like 2 or 3 hits, and he had 8 whiffs on the fastball.
So I think the Braves now go Triple A's the Gwinnett Stripers, Double A's the Mississippi Braves, and then Single A's the Rome Emperors.
Yes,
correct?
yes. And Low A, rookie ball, is the Augusta Green Jackets.
I thought they were affiliated with the Red Sox for some reason.
Bravos.
Oh.
So yeah, Hayden Harris also this year. He has 9 2/3 innings pitched with a .93 ERA and 17 Ks. He has a strikeout rate of 37.5% dating back to the start of 2023, which is 5th best in that span among 912 minor league baseball pitchers with 70-plus innings.
That's freaking good.
Yeah, solid. So still in Double A, maybe a potentially September call-up for the Braves, which would be huge. You never know.
That would be super exciting.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd get a jersey so fast. So I kind of want to dive into a little gambling corner here.
Okay.
We have a pick from our good friend Pepe. He loves Taylor Pendrith, even money over Eckroth in the tournament matchup this week. So
What sport are we talking here?
golf.
Golf.
Wells Fargo this weekend. Starts tomorrow.
Interesting.
So I also have 2 golf bets, hypothetical wagers, of course. Max Homa to get in the top 10 and top 20, and Russell Henley for top 10 and top 20.
Nice.
So, yeah. What's your win of the week?
Oh, I do have one pick.
Okay.
Timberwolves finals. Plus 220 right now.
Gotcha. Love it. Who's your win of the week?
You go first. Let me ponder. I decided to do no notes this week. I'm just
free balling.
we're free balling.
So my win of the week, it is Sunday. Sunday is Mother's Day. So my winner of the week is the moms.
Nice.
My loser of the week this week is the Met Gala. Don't know what it is. Don't know why it was blowing up all over social media about
What is it?
I don't know. It's where like a whole bunch of rich people get together and like have dinner or something. I've got no idea. So don't care about people's outfits. Don't care, and it's useless. So, like I said, don't care.
The Met Gala, formerly called the Costume Institute Benefit, is an annual fundraising gala held for the benefit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in Manhattan. Let's see what it says. The purpose is there's no purpose. Okay.
Exactly. There's no purpose of it. That's why they are the loser of the week.
My winner of the week, I should have prepared for this.
Ant-Man would always be a fair one.
Ah, dude, my winner of the week's Mystic Dan, my guy.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention about
Kentucky Derby winner. Mystic
Yeah,
Dan is my
Mystic
winner
Dan.
of the week. My loser of the week is the Sanders clan. Shitter for
Elaborate.
coming out with a song. It's just, dude.
I don't. Who's the Sanders clan?
Dion Shitter. The Sanders family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're now being lumped into one group. Does he really think that this is? I haven't listened to the song. I don't know if it's good or not. But
his
they're-
draft stock's just falling and falling and falling.
well, dude, it's less about that and like more if they ever want to beat the allegations that they don't care about football and they're just running a circus in Boulder. Releasing a song is not going to help.
No.
God.
They're absolutely ridiculous. But my Mount Rushmore this week, we're doing the Mount Rushmore of random things we love. I will go first.
Because we could come up with like 50 of these.
Yeah. So these are just kind of off the top of my head, what I was kind of feeling at the time. These could definitely be interchangeable week by week too. So let's keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So honorable mention goes to a Zen pouch after a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 goes a full tummy after eating hibachi.
Okay.
Doesn't feel great later, but it factors into my number 2. But number 3, after a hard day of work, kicking the feet up and having an ice cold beer.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, a good healthy shit.
Just taking a good big log.
Just a good dump. Number 1, could say cold beer in sports, but I went specific. Cold beer in football.
Tried and true. That's just, they're never going to fail you. My honorable mention is going to be a cold beer after mowing the grass. Specifically, you could expand that and say just after any kind of manual labor, if you want to throw in weed eating or something like
on a
that.
hot summer day or something
Yeah.
like that.
Just, but cold beer after mowing the grass. A cool shower. This is now getting in my actual Mount Rushmore. A cool shower, not ice cold, after golfing on a summer afternoon. You come back, you're hot, you've got sweat and dirt on you, perhaps some sunscreen. Hot shower, just, you're just gonna get out feeling dehydrated. Cool shower after golfing. When you throw a frog, not just throwing a frog.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
I gotta elaborate on that one a little bit more. When you're fishing and you have a frog lure on and you're just kind of skipping it across the top of the water and a fish like jumps out of the water and grabs it, that's definitely up there with just great things. Watching Lord of the Rings. Those are my comfort movies. We're putting that up there. And let's see. Trying to think of like things that are just going on right now. Hitting a bullseye in darts. I love that.
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Quiz? Or not quiz, game?
I also have, if you want to do this instead, we could
What is it?
we could tag team this.
What is it?
So we have to name all of the FBS schools in each of these states. 7 minutes, there's 75 total.
Okay, let's do it.
We've got 12 states.
Let's do it. Let's start with Georgia.
Okay, I think we can figure this one out pretty good. We got Georgia. We have Georgia Tech as well. We have Georgia Southern. And we have Gag State. All right, we got
Okay, so we're not factoring Kennesaw State right now.
No.
Okay.
Kennesaw State is not on this. Indiana.
Indiana.
Good call.
Is Notre Dame.
Yes.
Um,
I believe Purdue is in Indiana.
Yes, that's
correct?
exactly what I was about
Yeah.
to say.
And there's a MAC team.
Butler's not in the MAC. Butler.
This is for football, by the way, so think
I don't know. We'll pass on it.
Ball State?
Ball State. Ball State.
Or are they in Ohio? Nope, they're in Indiana. Okay. Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Good
Middle
call.
Tennessee.
Memphis.
Vanderbilt.
And Vanderbilt. Okay, Virginia. There's 5 teams, 2 ACC, 1 Conference USA.
Virginia.
Sun Belt.
Virginia Tech.
Good calls, dude. I typed in Virginia.
Virginia. Virginia Tech. Old Dominion.
Jeez. Virgin Tech, got it. Oh my gosh, I can't type.
Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
We're missing 2 more. What conferences?
Marshall? Or is that
Marshall's
that's in
in
West
West
Virginia?
But go ahead and type it in. Go ahead and type it in.
Because it may count. No, it didn't. Another Sun Belt, Liberty.
Liberty, yes. They're not in the Sun Belt, but CUSA.
James Madison.
James Madison is in Virginia, correct? Good shit. What's the next state?
Alabama.
Bama.
6 teams.
Bama, Auburn, Troy. UAB.
Need a Conference USA and a Sun Belt.
South Alabama.
Yep. Are they counting Jacksonville State in this? Yes, they are.
Okay. Next state.
Louisiana, 5 teams.
LSU.
Yep.
Louisiana Lafayette. La Tech. UL Monroe.
Why is it not doing Louisiana Tech? There it is. UL Monroe. And 1 American Conference team. Who are we missing?
You got LSU, La Tech, UL Monroe, Louisiana Lafayette.
We can come back.
Yeah, go to the next state.
Michigan.
Michigan. Michigan State, Central Michigan. Western Michigan.
Yeah, this is pretty easy. Missing another MAC.
Central Michigan. Did you get Central Michigan?
I got Central and Western.
I don't know. Pass on. We'll go to the next one.
California. This one's a big one. We'll start out with USC,
UC Berkeley.
UCLA, Stanford,
Fresno State.
Cal, Fresno. We got San Diego State. Got San Jose State.
Yeah. Should be it, right?
Yep, we got California. On to Florida. Got 2 minutes.
Florida, Florida State.
FAU,
FIU.
FIU, USF, UCF, Miami. We got Florida. North Carolina,
UNC.
UNC,
NC State.
Duke.
Coastal Carolina. Or they're South Carolina. Shit.
We have 1 ACC, 2 AAC, and 1 Sun Belt. East Carolina.
Yeah. Coastal's in South Carolina.
Like who's the? It's got NC State, got Duke. There's another.
App State. Shit. In Texas, you remember, you know what we forgot? Texas State.
We haven't gotten to Texas yet.
Oh, I thought we did.
Let's move on to Ohio.
Miami of Ohio. Ohio State, Ohio.
Akron.
Yeah.
3 MAC teams, 1 Big 12 team, Cincinnati. We're not going to get it because of the timer, but we definitely could get all of these.
So what are we gonna get right now?
We're at 55 out of 75,
I'll take that in 6 minutes.
and our timer just ran out.
What is that, like 75%?
We missed Tulane in Louisiana.
Oh my gosh.
We missed Eastern Michigan, which in my defense, I thought they were still FCS. We missed Wake Forest and Charlotte in North Carolina. And then we just ran out of time we didn't get any in Texas.
Yeah, which is a lot of schools.
That's not too bad. That's a short amount of time, because I was typing the whole time. We never really got stuck.
Was that like 75%?
73%.
Close.
Average score was 67%. So.
Okay. So you want to do a little quiz? Pretty sure you're the reigning champ.
We do a game?
Yeah, game, not quiz, sorry.
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. I can't fact check to see if a player played for this team. But Le'Veon Bell.
Cameron Hayward.
Cam Hayward. Did he go to Florida? Hines Ward.
Eric Zier.
I feel like this is some absurd Georgia player that I just don't know. But
Or it could be a Steelers player.
yeah. I'm pretty sure this guy played for the Steelers, but Greg Salas. Am I allowed to fact check that since I said his name?
I'd say yeah.
Do I take the L if I'm wrong?
Which also, I do not know who this guy is, but Eric Zier did not play for the Steelers. He played for Georgia.
Kind of did give it away. I'll take the L. I was wrong.
Okay, fair enough. You get redemption?
Redemption.
All right. Kyer Elam.
L. That's a wrap. No idea.
He's a cornerback, plays for the Bills. He went to Florida.
Ah, damn. Okay, let's play again.
All right, you start.
Okay. Nick Folk.
I think that's a kicker. I think you picked a kicker. What team did he kick for? I want to say the Eagles. Saquon Barkley.
Let me fact check because he did play for multiple teams. And the Philadelphia Eagles was not one of them.
I heard Nick Folk, and I just automatically thought Nick Foles.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
He was a kicker, right?
He was a kicker. He still is a kicker. He's on the Titans right now.
Ah, no kidding.
Yeah, so Greg Salas.
I don't know that freaking guy. I have no idea who that is.
He was a wide receiver in the NFL, played for the Jets for a little bit, went to Hawaii, played for like a couple teams.
Is that one that you just had in your back pocket?
Yeah.
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 I have no idea.
You want to play again?
Yeah, I'll run one more.
Okay. You want me to go?
Yeah.
Should I pull one out of my back pocket again?
If you want to.
Salim Hakeem.
That sounds like a Jets player. To which I will say Jermaine Johnson.
Was a Jets player. Stevan Ridley.
I'm guessing we're also going Jets players here. Aaron Rodgers.
Jake Polite.
Jameson Crowder.
Forget what college he went to, so that's kind of messing me up right now. So we'll go an obvious one here. Sauce.
Jason Kelsey.
Derek Canteen.
I'm guessing that's an Eagles player. To which I would answer Jordan Mailata.
So Derek Canteen currently plays for Cincinnati. Is that acceptable?
Well, yeah, because Jameson Crowder doesn't currently play on the Jets. I thought it just had to be. They had to be on that roster.
I know, but I didn't know if active college football players counted. That's why I'm asking.
Oh. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I got that one wrong because I did
Yeah.
an Eagles player.
Okay. So redemption?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is tough because I shouldn't have given away Jake Polite. That was one in my bag. Oh shoot. Kind of mad at myself for giving away Jake Polite, dude. That was a good redemption one. That, like, he was one of those like random Jets players that you would have never gotten, like Greg Salas. I can't go the Jets here. Shamar Bartholomew.
See, the question is, did he say I can't go the Jets here and then go with the Jets just to throw me off? Or did he just go deep into his Georgia Southern bag? It's a 50-50 coin flip here. To which I will answer J.J. Wilcox.
See, you know what? Is you hit the nail on the head because he went to Georgia Southern and just got signed by the Jets.
Okay, well I got Georgia Southern.
Yeah, you were both right up there. I was like 50-50 chance, like, nah, you got 100% chance on this one. Oh man, J.J. Wilcox. Okay. Khalil Crowder.
Kendall Vildor.
Okay. Matt Dobson.
D1, Darius Anderson.
Good pull. Good pull. Not gonna say this, but this is a future one. Would Jake Fromm legitimately count in this game since they were high school teammates?
We can't go down to high school.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm not. That's not my pick.
We have to draw lines.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
All right, let me.
Okay, so D1, Darian Anderson. So I'll kind of stay on the same track here. I'll do something simple since D1 never had an NFL career. Kyle Ventries.
Khalil Mack. Had to get it off of Georgia Southern somehow, or you going to beat me, and you gave me a window.
I did give you a window. Khalil Mack. Adrian Peterson.
What all teams did AP play for? That's a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer that. But did they ever play for the same team? Khalil Mack played for the Raiders, the Bears, the Chargers. Still on the Chargers, correct?
Yeah, he's still on the Chargers.
I don't think AP played for any of those teams.
Are you talking about Vikings Adrian Peterson?
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're talking about Georgia Southern Adrian Peterson.
Correct.
But I went Khalil Mack because of Kyle Ventries came from Buffalo.
I
Khalil Mack
understand
went to
that.
Buffalo.
Uh-huh.
AP played on the Bears.
Correct.
RIP. I had to clarify that. Tevin Jenkins.
I shouldn't have told you played for the Bears, but you were right.
Well, no, I came up with that.
Tracy Ham. I do have a question about that. He did get drafted by the Bears, never played for the Bears.
We'll allow it.
Okay.
We'll allow it. And so to that, I would answer somebody like, I would go with Velas Jones.
Oh, I forgot that kid's name. Shoot. Oh, gosh, what's that guy's name? Oh, Peanut Tillman.
Eddie Jackson.
Edwin Jackson.
Leonard Floyd.
I was wrong. Edwin Jackson never played for the Bears.
Oh. You want me to give you redemption?
Yeah, I'll take the L.
I'm gonna hit you with.
Is it still going?
Should be. I don't know why I stopped.
So for the redemption, since I said Edwin Jackson and I was wrong.
For the redemption, I'm gonna hit you with Christian Darrisaw.
Gosh, I know that name. Rams.
No.
Okay. Who is he?
Vikings.
Damn, I know that name
Easy
too.
tackle.
I know that name too. That's tough. GG.
GG's.
Unless you want to play one more.
I don't know.
Let's call it that.
One more.
Let's call it that.
One more.
Let's call it that. Okay, you did win the 2 out of 3. Fair. Good episode. If you're sticking around, if you're listening on Spotify, jump over to the Twitter or YouTube to find the Cole Goodwin interview. Hopefully you stuck around with us through this interesting episode. Did not get up and use the restroom about 3 times this episode.
No, you did not. So we did very good.
It was a win today. So yeah, if you're on YouTube, stick around for the Cole Goodwin interview.
Yep.
Keep on drinking that hose
Keep
water.
drinking hose water.
See ya.
Peace.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we are here with Georgia Southern's own country music artist, Cole Goodwin. First things first, Cole, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. I wish Alec could have made it, but, we've been trying to get this done for several weeks now. So it was
man.
time to get going. But yeah, I mean, if you want to give people, a little backstory on yourself and all that good stuff.
Yeah, totally, dude. Thank you for having me. Like you said, it's been in the works for 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, and me and you both have been all over the place. But glad we could finally find some time to do this. But yeah, name's Cole Goodwin. I'm from Pooler, Georgia originally, and just graduated from Southern, and been in Statesboro the past 4 years. Actually, still technically living in Statesboro. I'm just never home. But I've got family there too. So no stranger to Statesboro, and no stranger to the Low Country of this area. But yeah, man, I been grinding it out the past 3 years, doing the music thing and meeting a lot of cool people along the way and doing a lot of cool things along the way as well.
I didn't know you just graduated. What'd you graduate with, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I say just graduated. I can't really. It's been a year. I graduated last May.
So did I. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's weird. I keep saying just graduated, and I really think that's because this year has flown by. Since it happened, and now everybody else is graduating behind us. But no, I graduated as a marketing major.
Oh, shoot. I did the exact same thing.
We probably had classes along the way. I just I had a bad habit of not showing up to them. You may have never known that I was in your class.
Yeah. I can say the exact same thing about myself. My parents probably are not too happy if they listen to this, but it is what it is.
Man, mine knew. I was not ashamed. I was a good student for the first 3 weeks, and really was on the ball and doing everything right. And then in the fall, deer season would roll around about 3 weeks in, and in the springtime, turkey season would roll around about 3 weeks in, and I was done for. Class was on the back burner after that. So
yeah, well, what you did 4 years?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, see, it took me a whole extra year, so you're not quite in my boat.
What year did you graduate high school?
2018.
Okay, I was 19, so you got about a year.
Yeah. So since we're kind of on the track, we both just graduated a year ago. What have you been doing this past year for those who might not be following you or keeping up with you at all?
Yeah, man, I'm actually all over the place. Whenever I am home, which is very seldom anymore, and when I say home, I say Pooler, Statesboro. I bounce back and forth; they're so close. But whenever I am home, I help out in human resources at Pooler City Hall for the city. But other than that, I've been wide open on the road doing this music thing, man, playing shows every weekend and making trips back and forth to Nashville. I'm in Nashville a week of every month. I'm actually flying there in the morning for the day. But yeah, doing that, writing and taking these meetings and just doing the whole nine. But every weekend, pretty much on the road somewhere, playing shows and meeting so many cool people along the way.
Trying to make some money too at that,
Yeah, man, and it's
travel.
Man, touring, the expenses add up.
I bet. I wish Alec was here because his brother actually works in Nashville and he's a songwriter. He's worked with John Party before.
Okay, actually, a song that I'm a writer on got pitched to John Party last week. What's his brother's name? Do you know?
Jimmy Bell.
Jimmy Bell. That name sounds familiar. I don't know if I've met him, but I might would recognize him. Or maybe I have met. I don't know.
Yeah, after this gets done, I got Jimmy's phone number. We can definitely link y'all up for sure.
Cool, man. Yeah, the writing thing has been really cool lately, and been getting to write with a lot of people that I've always looked up to as heroes of mine, and that I was just a fan of, and now to be able to share a room with them and write songs and be buddies with them is super cool and super full circle for me, especially just, a lot of it happened in just the past year, really the past 6 to 8 months.
Mm. If you can say, who were some of those people that you were, working with that, have been influence to you and, not only your past, but also now the present and future?
Yeah, man. On the writing side of things, a guy named Michael Carter, who actually he's also a Georgia Southern grad. He is Luke Bryan's guitar player. He's a writer up in Nashville, and when he's not on the road with Luke, and I've been writing with him a lot and doing a lot of stuff with him, and uh, we get along great, and it's really fun anytime I get to share a room with him. But him, Ray Fulcher, a guy named Cole Taylor, who's also from Georgia, bunch of Georgia guys, man. It's really cool, and Zach Top, who is not from Georgia, he's from way way out west in Washington State, but I've been on the road with him some this spring too, and doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about Zach Top because I'm a massive fan of his, honestly.
Man, who isn't? Everything about the '90s, man, is like all bundled up into him.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember seeing you at the Cole Swindell concert, and I was like, dude, that song that you went up and sang with him, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it again, Mark
Oh
Chestnut.
yeah, Mark Chestnut, Too Cold at Home.
Yeah, yeah. So I never heard that song before. And then I saw you singing it. I was like, holy shit, like this is a damn good song.
Man, that song is so well. It's one of my all-time favorites.
So do you have an interest in, actually writing music as a career? Of course you want to perform, that's always an option for you. But, could you see yourself down the road, being one of those guys that can write a lot of music that will be on country radio or wherever?
Yeah, man. This is really funny. I was actually literally talking to my dad about this like an hour ago. Everybody, wants to do the artist thing, and I really do love it. I love playing shows and meeting new people on the road and seeing how, people in different parts of the country live differently and do things differently. But man, the songs, all that wouldn't be a thing without the songs. So everything all points back to songwriting. And that's my wheelhouse. That's what I love to do. And I'll probably do that regardless, of what is going on or what isn't going on. So yeah, totally, man. As long as I can write songs, then playing them is a bonus.
Well, that's definitely not an abnormal thing to, still go on tour and write songs. I mean, a lot of people make a living on doing both and make a lot of money at doing both, like Cole Swindell, Ernest. Ernest writes a shitload of songs that, a
Yeah,
lot of
man,
people play. I mean, there's no reason why you can't be that too.
totally, man. Hardy and actually, Chris Stapleton, man, they were very well off before anybody knew their names.
Oh yeah, I mean, just like most people don't even know. I'm just thinking Chris Stapleton early on days with the Steel Drivers. Those time when he was writing so many songs for other people too.
Right. Yeah, man, it's really cool.
What is one thing or what's probably okay, two-part question, sorry. What's
All right.
probably the coolest thing that you've gotten to do since you've kind of, whether it be in your life with country music or just in the past year, what's the coolest thing you've gotten to experience with music?
Man, that's a tough question, but also it isn't a tough question. There's been a lot of stuff just this year. Really, this year it's been a blur, but it's been really cool with getting to do so many new things and so many big things. And I don't know, man. If I had to put my finger on one thing, it'd probably be a show that I played with Zach actually in Gainesville, Florida. The night after I made my Whiskey Jam debut in Nashville, we left Nashville about midnight after that, and drove all the way to Gainesville, Florida, and played a show with him, sold out show. And as the opener, especially an acoustic opener, man, to go into a sold out room and have people, a lot of people, and most of the room sing your songs back to you, even unreleased songs, because the new single wasn't even out yet at that point. Man, there were people just screaming, every word for it and or every word of it back to me. And that kind of stuff is always you never really know how to describe it until it happens, and then you still don't really know how to describe it afterwards. It's so cool the fact that people you don't know and a bunch of people you don't know would take the time to listen to your song that you created enough to know the words by heart. It's really cool, and I'm not really sure if that does it justice.
No, no, it definitely does do it justice because I mean, I feel like it's kind of a broad question. Like you said, it's it's a hard question, but not a hard question because there's probably so many things you've gotten to experience in your life. But, it's got to be a good feeling for you, like just guys that you've performed with or before or whatever, gone on the road with. I bet it's a good feeling to be like, hey, I got a song for you. Like they're thinking about you. And it's like, I just feel like they care about your future too, in that aspect of it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good people in my corner in the industry and not in the industry. So it's been blessed with a good support system.
Who's probably there's a lot of idols. I'll ask about your idol here in a second, but who's probably the coolest person that you've gotten to meet?
Ah, that I've
Whether
gotten to.
it's be like the most famous or like the one super personable to you that nobody might not be like, damn, that guy's actually a really, really genuine person.
So this is, you may not even know who this is, but there's a song from the early 2000s called "Living Our Love Song" by Jason Michael Carroll, and yeah, look it up when we get off of here. It's a great song and one of my all time favorites. There's also a song "Alyssa Lies." It's also by him, which was a big hit back in the early 2000s. But man, I saw him open for Charlie Daniels at a family friend's music venue in Hardyville, South Carolina, when I was like, shoot, I must have been 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I met him backstage and talked, got our picture made and everything. And it's so crazy that flash forward to this past year, I played the same writers round as him, met him, told him the story. I was like, man, you don't remember this, but I met you when I was like 10 years old, and I still think about it all the time and how cool that was, how cool I thought it was, and now we're friends now. So it's one of those things that's like such a full circle moment for me that I see him in passing, and we keep up with each other through social media. It's really cool to me, and I'm still a massive fan of his work too.
Yeah, and I mean, no kidding. I feel sure you're gonna have a lot of moments like that, in the future. One day, when you play at the Grand Ole Opry, I'll be there for that day too. I'm not gonna
Oh,
miss it.
thank you, man.
I've never been, so like I just want to
Oh,
have
you got
a
to do
excuse to go. So I mean, you playing there would be my perfect excuse to go there.
it. Thank you, man. I would love to think a lot of people think that way,
Yeah,
or
dude.
would think that way.
It's just Statesboro's produced a lot of country music talent, and now with Will Mosley blowing up, of course, Cole Swindell, Luke Bryan. I feel sure there's a couple more, but your name's definitely going to be on that list when it's all said and done.
Thank you, man. We're working towards it. There's a long road ahead.
Well, dude, I remember seeing you play just in the bars in Statesboro. I mean, it's just, I feel like we've known who each other were for the past years, but we've never actually like sat down and talked besides this, honestly.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's always in passing, and I don't, man. I tell people all the time I don't slow down long enough to catch my breath. So it's hard to sit down and have a conversation, but man, whenever we finally get to, it's super cool.
So who's probably, growing up, who was that guy that you always looked up to?
If I had to put a finger on one person, especially my childhood and whenever everything kind of started happening musically for me and starting to learn guitar and stuff, I would have to probably put it on Hank Williams Jr. or Waylon Jennings, but probably more so Hank Jr. Man, I tell people all the time, I make a joke that there's not a Hank Williams Jr. video on the internet that I have not seen because in my middle school and even late elementary school days, whenever I could first figure out a computer and figured out what YouTube was, man, it was every afternoon, you know, hunting my butt off to try to find that one Hank Jr. video that I hadn't seen yet. So it's all of that stuff is so personal to me, and I love anything Hank Jr. Man, it's all good stuff to me. Actually,
I've
that
got
my dad's nickname is Bo Cephas, and man, a lot of people back in high school, they I think they more people knew him as Cephas than they did Scott.
That's funny. That's funny. I got a good buddy, Cole Pettis. I don't know if you know who that is, but
And I know that name. I feel like I've met him maybe.
he still lives in Statesboro right now. He's getting married this summer actually. But he's arguably the biggest Hank Jr. fan I've ever met in my entire life.
Really?
So like when we lived together, first thing in the morning, Hank was playing on the TV. So
Oh
he's
yeah.
always like I always liked Hank Williams like in high school and stuff, but like he's the one that made me love Hank Jr. Just because that's all what he was playing, which I was like, I'm not opposed to it, so I'm obviously gonna listen.
Oh yeah.
But
Man,
I
there's
Go ahead.
I've got a little hunting truck. I've got a little '87 Toyota, and it was actually my dad's. My dad bought it brand new and drove it for a number of years. Sold it to his buddy. Bought it back from his buddy. I learned to drive in it. Sold it to my uncle, and then I bought it from my uncle last year. And I don't plan on it going anywhere anytime soon, as long as I can help it. But it's still got the original speakers in it from 1987, dry rotted and everything. And man, I'm not even sure if I'll get them replaced, because it for the longest time it had a Hank Williams Jr. Greatest Hits CD in the CD player, and that was all that was in the truck. So if you rode in the truck, you listened to Hank Jr. and you didn't have a choice. And man, it sounds so good in those old dry rotted speakers. It takes me back to high school every time. So that's all that stuff is real special to me.
You can't beat it, man. But I will have to ask, so we like doing like Mount Rushmores on like every podcast. So it's honorable mention 4, 3, 2, 1, right?
Totally.
I'll start. So you got time to think. A Mount Rushmore of all-time country music artists for you. So
Yep.
I'll go ahead. I'll start. This might be a hot take for some people on my honorable mention, but it is George Strait.
Yep.
This is just me. This is just me, and this is what I like. So I'd have to say 4 for me would be David Allan Coe. Number 3 is Waylon Jennings. Number 2, I think he would truly be okay. I'm leaving one guy out. So I'll move David Allan Coe as my honorable mention. My honorable mention would be George Strait. So 4, I'd have to say Waylon Jennings. Number 3, I think he would be the king of country if he didn't die so young, and that's Keith Whitley.
Man, dude, this is so funny. My roommate, one of my best buds, we were talking about this at lunch today, and I literally said the same thing. But the George Strait Keith Whitley thing came up. I literally told him, I said, I think Whitley would have prevailed if he hadn't died so early.
There's just so many good songs of his, and I don't know. I'm just a massive fan of him. So like really, the top 4 with Waylon, Keith Whitley. My number 2 is got to be George Jones, and then I put Hank Jr. at number 1 because that's just me personally. So on any given mood, I could say George Jones is my number 1, depending on what I'm listening to lately. So I kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, hey, I totally get it. And like I said, I'm so indecisive, man. I'll tell you 4 people right now, and if you ask me tomorrow, all 4 of them would probably be different.
Yeah, fair.
But
fair.
yeah, man, I would probably have to put Hank Jr. at the top. Just all around, man, he's the man. I'm gonna go. This is tough. I'm gonna go Waylon second,
Okay.
Whitley third, and then I'm gonna throw you a curveball here and go Ronnie Millsap as
Okay.
my man. He is in my opinion, he's one of the greatest vocalists of all time. He's so smooth, man. His range is insane. But I've always thought that and always loved Ronnie Millsap and his music.
No hate. He's easily in my top 8.
Yeah, man, he's unreal.
I'd say one more guy for me. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm a big Alan Jackson fan.
Man, yeah, and he's I don't know, I feel like people forget about him as we just did, because he's I don't know, he's so sneaky good. He's kind of quiet, kind of off the radar, but man, he is
I mean,
he's
we're
trying.
also forgetting about, Randy Travis, Willie Nelson. There's so many good people, but, it's our list. So
Yeah,
the way I see it, like when I have this conversation with people a lot, just because I don't know, but it's just whatever I'm going to flip on when I'm in the car by myself.
yeah. Man, another one too that we did forget about, that we didn't mention, is Vince Gill.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm looking at like kind of my Spotify lately. Is a guy that I've kind of been listening to a lot lately. I've been diving more into like Texas country. So
Yeah.
like White Yoakum, I've been listening to a lot. I don't know, just like the past couple weeks, it's been more like Texas country and 90s country. So like I can have a whole different, I guess what really would be accurate if we did one for like each era.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, man. There's so many to choose from, and too many good ones to try to rein in four of them. But like I said, I told you those four, and if you ask me tomorrow, depending on what I've been listening to or what kind of mood I'm in, I'll probably change all four of them.
Well, Cole, you've got, I got it pulled up. When you get home, that is your latest release, and that what came out about a month ago.
April 19th, so coming up on a month.
Yeah, so to start our every episode, me and Alec like to do a song of the week, and this is going to come out tomorrow, and it's going to be in the back half of the episode, but I'll send you the individual clip of it. Um, that song will be my song of the week, so I just
Oh,
wanted to. So,
thank you, dude.
it is a EP, correct?
No, so the first release that I had last year, we released an EP last year. This one, I think the approach for this year is just singles, man.
Okay.
It's turned into singles world, and it's partly I think because of social media and our generation. We just don't have the attention span for a full length LP unless you've really got that buzz going on around you. But yeah, man, I think the goal is to kind of just release singles every 6-7 weeks this year, and have a year's worth of music that's kind of all over the board. This last release is obviously very 90s country driven, and very slow, sad song. And we've got one coming out next month that's very upbeat, really a kind of a rock and party song that maybe even would be considered a little more mainstream. But it's all stuff that I love, and it's all stuff that's true to me and that I'm familiar with. And I wouldn't write it if I didn't mean it. So I love all of it, and I'm excited for all of it to come out.
So it seems like you're really just trying to hit like it's obviously not a different genre, but like you said, your next one like might be mainstream, if you will. When you get home, a little slower song. So I guess you're trying to hit kind of different ranges of what you can do through the country music.
Yeah, man. Well, and even going into writing a song, most of the time I'm not really thinking style wise or what's this going to sound like full production at the end of it. I kind of just man, and really what I've been listening to that week or that month, influences it a lot without me even realizing it until after the fact. But I just write what I know, man, and depending on what the song's about or depending on what kind of mood I'm in, that may make the difference in whether it comes out a slow song or whether it comes out a song that
Yeah.
you can turn on at a party or roll the windows down to and jam to. So I don't know, man. I try to, like you said, I try to cover everything, but I try not to put myself in one box.
Where do you get your inspiration from for writing music?
Most of it is personal stuff, or personal happenings, or stuff that I've been through, or stuff that I know. I may know somebody that's been through something, or I may have heard a story of somebody that's been through this or that I've never been through. But if I can put myself in their shoes and think, what if I was in that situation, or maybe write it from their perspective. I don't know, man. It's fun to explore all that stuff.
Is it hard? I'm just curious because I don't know because I've never talked to somebody about this, but is it hard for you to actually sit down and write songs or like what's that process kind of like?
So actually, I'm kind of in like a little adapting stage right now, because I've always been the kind of person. I've never really been the person that was like, okay, I'm going to sit down on Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning and I'm going to write a song, and I'm going to be done by noon. So I've got 2 hours, three hours to write a song. I've never really been that person. It's kind of just been, I may go a month without writing a word down, and then write, 6 songs in a week. And I don't know, I've just kind of always been that way, and I just kind of capitalize on when inspiration's there, or when the creative bug comes along. I try to live in that moment and be as productive as I can be. But recently, making these trips to Nashville, and Nashville is so schedule oriented and calendar oriented that I've had to kind of learn to say, okay, I'm writing with so and so and so and so on Tuesday at 9 a.m. We're gonna go in there. I've got my ideas, an idea that I think would work for these people or this room. We're gonna go in that with that idea, and we're gonna grind it out. So I've and I still do both. The solo writes at home. I still may end up writing a song. Actually, a song that I got coming out for Father's Day had no intentions on writing it at all. It just happened one night, and I still have those moments, and I feel like those tend to be the more special ones when they kind of just fall out of the sky, so to speak. But yeah, man, I still do both of it. You know, there's schedule oriented writing, and then there's just happenstance writing, and I do both of it, and I love both of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome, man. I do got two more questions for you, and that's it. Last one will be something stupid, so not
Now,
serious. So who is that somebody, outside of country music, whether it be a family member or a friend that's really just kind of drawn you to, pursue your dreams and really helped you out along the way?
yeah, totally, man. My family, of course, they're some of my biggest supporters and some of my biggest critics. They let me know when I'm doing great, and they let me know when I'm not doing good, which I'm thankful for both of those. But man, one of my little sisters that goes to Georgia, she is like always like right there, whether it be getting on to me for not posting this or not saying this or saying this when I shouldn't have or posting this when I shouldn't have. She's always right there, man. Lighting that fire under me and making sure that I'm doing what I need to do, and it keeps me grounded and keeps me going. My mom too is another one that's like, man, she's on top of it. I call her momager, because we're still 100% independent in this thing, and she helps me kind of keep it all reined in and keeps me rolling. But yeah, man, I've got such a good support system. I don't know if I could put my finger on just one person. Family and friends back here. Family, friends, my parents' friends, my friends' families. They're all just, man. It takes a village. It really does, and I've got a pretty dang good one.
Now, I've seen your mom singing on your TikTok too. She's a pretty damn good singer.
Man, she's unreal. She's really good, and she did a lot of singing back in the day. She still sings a lot around here. She chose the family life as opposed to trying to do the big deal, which I'm glad she did, because that's why we get to sit here and talk. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd be here. But yeah, man, she's really good, really good.
That's awesome, dude. And you can't, Mother's Day's coming up, so you can't beat the support from the moms at all.
Absolutely.
Last question I got for you is what your top three favorite cereal?
Dude, I swear, man, I swear you've been reading into my life. I watched a movie with my mom last night about how Pop Tarts came along, and I think
What
it's called we watched that movie last night, and it's
what's
all
that?
about like
Was that? Sorry to interrupt you, but I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on that movie. Was it good? Should I watch it?
I would watch it. I liked it. Some of it was kind of stupid and far fetched, but man, they had me at first. I thought, and it may be a true story. I'm not sure really, but I think some of that stuff was maybe a little too far fetched to have actually happened. But it was good. I enjoyed it, and just a lighthearted movie. But yeah, man, it was cool. But top three cereals, I'd have to go Fruit Loops with marshmallows, number one, just because that's been like my bread and butter since I was a kid. Um, Fruity Pebbles is right up there with them, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man. And arguably Cinnamon Toast Crunch could be at the top. It's hard to beat it.
I'm surprisingly not a huge fan of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know why, but
Okay, man.
growing up,
Leave it to me.
yeah. Growing up, I was always Fruit Loops, Captain Crunch, um, Fruity Pebbles, of course, but one that I will throw out there is Apple Jacks. I thought they were pretty good too.
Okay. Yep. I've been known to eat some Apple Jacks.
And I'm not much of a cereal guy anymore. I haven't eaten in a couple years.
And man, that's so funny. I haven't eaten cereal in a long time, but I had a bowl last night as like a snack. But yeah, man, that's funny.
But yeah, Cole, thank you again for coming on the podcast. Hopefully we can do this again here in the future.
Yeah,
Once
man.
you got a little bit more songs coming out, a couple more trips to Nashville. So we'll have a little bit more to talk about then.
Totally, man. Yeah. Yeah. We've got a bunch of new stuff coming out this year. I'm super excited about. Next one will be out sometime next month. I think we're on schedule to release two in June. So looking forward to that, and looking forward for everybody being able to hear them.
Well, awesome. Yeah, when that comes out, we'll try to put something out on the podcast to give you a little bit of coverage as well.
Thank you, man.
All right, Cole. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you again. You have a good one.
Yeah, man. You too.
See ya.